Villainous beats, villainous beats, villainous beats. Villainous beats, villainous beats.
In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is Super Black.
Hey, everybody, it's another Thursday evening with Blerd's Eye View. I'm your man on the host. I'm the man on the wall, Chris Fury. How's it going? Thank you for tuning in. And as I adjust my microphone stand for a second here, thank you for tuning in. If it's your first time here, remember to always hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. Also, follow us on Blerd's Eye View, Blerd's Eye View podcast with all caps. And you can also follow us on Twitch, Blerd's Eye View 1. Show your love. And here we go. Today, we are talking about Ant-Man, Quantumania, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, or as we like to call it, Black History Month. But first off, we're going to get the cinematic assassin in here. What's going on, Will?
Hey, I promise you, not trying to be funny. You ever seen somebody with a slanted face? Like, if you think about where the bridge of your nose is and like where your eyeball's supposed to be in your mouth. And then I swear I had a 45-minute call with somebody just now, and it was like just this.
They had the was one of the Owen brothers. Is that
it looked like, you know how you wash with a good old rag and then you like rinse it out at the end. It looked like somebody took their face and just like a little a little bit.
See, this is
they was cool dude though. Cool dude.
This is what happens when Lady Mandalore doesn't come to the building. We kind of run amok. Because and on that note, we're bringing in Black Spartan. What's going on, man?
Just well done, Will. Well done. Yes. Now I have a Picasso face image in my head of somebody's eyebrows now. Well done.
Sheer chaos is what we bring to the table.
It's a real human.
Man, what's going on, fellas? Man, we've had quite the run this season. Season finale will be next Thursday, so you want to tune in for that. So we got 2 more shows, and we'll be off for a couple weeks. Yeah, rest up for a little bit. Come back with guns hot. Come back with guns hot. So man, but between Tuesday and Wednesday, I gotta say something.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm watching this last season of The Flash.
All right.
And
go ahead. I know where you're going with this.
So they have fine ass Javincia Leslie playing.
Don't know.
Hang on a second. Give me a minute.
Powers.
There you go. You might want to repeat yourself, Chris. Repeat yourself again.
Oh, it blinked out.
Yeah,
she's an amalgamation of Batman or Batwoman and Flash powers. And
listen, who hasn't got Flash powers on that show?
I know, but this is the thing that gets me, because you only have 9. I think it's 9 episodes this season, just 9, and I swear to God, she used the Keaton line. I don't know why they did it.
They ruined it.
But if for those who don't know, it's the line about when Bruce is when Bruce says, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." But she says it in a different cadence, but it's still
horribly
the
bad
line. And I'm just kind of like, okay, CW, I know you're known for your cheese. However, this makes no.
That was straight cottage cheese.
Yeah, it was cottage cheese. I don't know why y'all got Javincia doing it like that. It's just going on. What's going on, Mark Cooper? The man.
They was like,
the man.
Our bad.
What's going on, John? I see. I'm gonna hold your questions, John, till we get to it. But it's just, I'm just kind of like,
it's the moment you saw it. I was like, no, this did not have the effect you think it did.
No, I don't know what made him go with Red Death. I'm like, if you're gonna go, it's your final season. Bring back the people, the fan favorites. Go ahead, bring back Batwoman. Just bring her back in. Yep. He read my mind. Cheese Wheel
Wheel
Network. The Cheese Wheel Network. And it's just I'm really bothered by that. You know, I'm like, now there was a particular scene where the character Chester, P. Crunk, he's texting somebody,
Yeah.
and the person is Wookiee Lover 77, which I'm hoping is Cisco.
They need some for the ratings. They need to bring him back for the ratings at least.
I'm just like, you're talking about all these other people you're bringing back, but you haven't brought back Cisco.
It just goes to tell you that this is the reason why they're getting an abbreviated season.
Yeah,
this is the reason.
Like you can't. There's a lot of Flash content. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
I mean, you could have done the 1 minute war as your season abbreviated.
Anything, and, and we get it. It took him a while to get to become who he is now.
Mm-hmm.
We've dealt with Savitar. We've dealt with Ibathon. That still might be on the table for the last few episodes. So, we've dealt with Zoom and Reverse Flash. So,
I mean, you had reiterations of Godspeed, but I mean, you could have brought back Reverse Flash just as a final goodbye, if you will. Yeah. You could have done that.
It's just something, something. Make push this thing to its limit.
But
go out with a bang.
Wookiee Lover 77 is going to be Harrison Ford.
Actually, I would sign up for that. I would say
just throw a complete wrench in everything.
I couldn't even be mad if they did it. I'm like, you know what?
Superpower Batgirl and him are going to be on. They have to have a reason to get them on some sort of aircraft so he can go, get off my plane.
Oh, yeah, they're taking all lines. They might as well. And
that's gonna be in the Thunderbolts. Let's be honest. That line is gonna be somewhere in the.
Get off my plane. Jeez. It is like Mark Cooper said. It is the Cheese Wheel Factory. Mm-hmm. John Woods said. He says, so many people have had Flash powers on the show. I feel like I have had Flash powers.
That is true.
It's a fair assessment.
And then they're kind of pulling an Iron Fist, like all his villains are now knowing who he is. And it's like, are we pulling an Iron Fist season one?
I have a problem with that. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows. Like everybody knows. Like,
still kind of mad. I'm still kind of mad they made the black dude the last person to know. Everybody's like, really? You don't know who he is? You didn't dawn on you? Even the slowest one was like, dude, I figured
come on, seriously, dude. Like, they got away from him actually hiding his voice using the vibrations, which was a great trick,
Yeah.
They stopped doing that?
Yeah.
He just talks normal now?
Yeah, I think because he was doing it mostly around Iris, who didn't know at the time, and then like once she found out, he stopped.
See, this is why I say every great superhero television show goes downhill when the love interest or the closest people know the identity of who the superhero is. That is the beginning of the end.
The only people take Arrow, perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
His inner circle knows who he is.
Yeah.
The bad guys who did find out did not make it.
Yeah. They all got offed.
they all got offed in some form, not by his hand, but they got offed.
Yeah.
So they had an accident.
That was the true Death Note. As soon as you found out the name, as soon as you found the identity, he was gone.
Like look at Deathstroke was the main one, and he was like the biggest threat,
But again, when they go too serious in love interest, that's usually the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't recover from it.
Also, starting actually it's going to be later this month. I think it's March 17th. Superman and Lois comes back. And they're airing that, and then they're using it as the springboard so Gotham Knights can air.
I'm a Batman fan, but I'm skipping the Gotham Knights. I'm sorry. I'm skipping it. It's just it's not worth the watch. To me, it's not worth the watch.
irritating to me because, like yourself, I'm a Batman fan too, and it's irritating to me that here Warner Brothers, you own the network, you own the properties. There should be nothing absolutely wrong with you using. You don't have to always kill off Batman. You don't have to. It's not necessary.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It worked for Gotham in a sense because you focus more on the villains than you actually did Batman. But you're telling the story from the fact of descendants and kids and loose relations to previous villains.
Yeah, it's weird to me that it goes that route, and I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, is it that hard for you to say, okay, this is his son, and it's Damian?
Yeah.
Why do you have to make up a whole new kid? And this was the red herring when they said, hey Kira,
hi,
when they said
she is
hi,
Lady Mandalorian's in the building.
good evening.
There we go. We didn't do it right, but we got it right. But when they said Gotham Knights, my first mind goes to like the video game. Okay, this is going to be about the sidekicks,
right.
Something happens, he's away on mission, whatever, and the sidekicks are taking over. That would have been fine. And once again,
but they had to add CW drama to it. They have to add that ambiance of teenage angst.
But they can do it. But you could have had Red Robin. You could have had Stephanie Brown.
Yeah.
Because you could have had Tim Drake. You could have Stephanie Brown because Dick Grayson was being used in Titans.
Yep.
So you could have got away with it. But
here's the thing about it. Here's DC. Here's all these wonderful characters you can use. Here's CW. Not enough vampires.
You could even Duke Thomas, Luke Fox. There's a.
It's like the SNL skit. It needs more vampires.
Yeah. I'm like you, John. I am looking forward to Superman and Lois.
We're creating original content ish.
It's probably the only Arrowverse-esque show that has managed to somehow separate itself.
Yeah.
Albeit weekly, but separate itself and be pretty good. It's actually pretty good.
And that's why I think that it's still going to be picked up on HBO Max. They say I think it is just because of the storytelling. The storytelling has been bounds better than every CW show.
It has.
So that's what makes me think it's going to get picked up.
How many seasons has Superman and Lois been on?
This is season 3.
Okay. This is where it happens. This is usually where it turns.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
As long as I get 3 of my favorite Superman villains, that's why I know we'll be safe. If they don't rehash any storylines, we'll be fine.
It did. Flash kind of took the Smallville approach. Every time someone found out about Clark, a rewatch, they magically forgot or died, except the heroes Flash and Aquaman. Yes. Speaking of which, Alan Richardson, who played Flash in Smallville, they just finished filming season 2 of Jack Reacher. This dude's huge.
Why is he so big?
This dude is fucking huge.
He's a big dude.
I'm like, okay, you were already a big guy, but I follow him on IG, and I'm like, I had to stop. I'm like, dude, did you get bigger? Like,
Jack been lifting.
I would like to climb that white mountaintop someday. I'm going to say that now.
I'm like, they keep giving you these Carhartt jackets, and I'm like, dude,
I'm just saying,
dude, it's huge.
If he threw it my way, I would catch it. Definitely.
Don't you mean
one-handed?
I think
Where's Randy Moss? Not just.
Kira said one-handed.
Bear. What is it? Bare knuckle.
Bare knuckle.
Bang! Just throw it to me, baby.
But I'm just and Jack Reacher, and actually, it's actually a really good show.
I think I know
Jack Reacher is a good show.
Really good.
It's a good. Like, it's much better than what Tom Cruise put out.
Yeah,
much better.
Not hard to do.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Well, it's Tom Cruise. We expect.
I mean, even the Mission Impossible movies are good, and it's not because of Tom Cruise. It's really not because of Tom Cruise. It's because of the action scenes.
It's almost in spite of Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Let's see what else we can hang him off of.
Tom Cruise is every imposing figure, and they got Tom Cruise at all is hilarious.
I still laugh about the last Mission Impossible where they were fighting in the bathroom. Dude was more scared of Henry Cavill's character than he was. You see a dude just sit there and just gear up his arms, and you got Tom Cruise.
Okay.
What you
stand down?
Don't worry about him.
He's got it. This is going to be a problem. He just reloaded. He literally just reloaded, and
that man just shotgunned his arms. What makes it so bad? It has a sound effect. I don't know if it was an intended effect of the sound engineers, but it's like it has a sound effect.
It does. No, he's throwing dust off his whole body with that sound effect.
I'm just like, normally when you see that, you win for it. You're about to have some problems.
We're not fighting nobody that cock their fists.
Right. Not the fist, the arms.
The arms.
Like full recoil. It was
like the arms and the shoulders, and just went straight to boxing. That's why I was like, "Yo ribs, sir, yo ribs." Kiss your.
They're gonna be talking to you before the night is over. You want some Sweet Baby Rays with that? Because you're gonna be tenderized.
That's every Mission Impossible movie, though. If you think about it, it's like, what else can we put the white boy through? Because
they're gonna hang him off a cargo plane in this one. Like as it's taking off, that's why I said you ever get those, you ever have kids and they just climb on stuff, and for some reason kids when they're like babies and younger, they have like one hellified grip. I don't know where it comes from.
Baby strength.
Yo, babies are strong as shit.
Yeah.
I don't feel like enough people discuss this.
Oh, when they grab something, trust me,
it's like
you're
like,
not getting it back.
Yeah,
it's like they damn near MMA. Like if they grab a piece of hair on your face or head, it's just like, no, this is a grappling move.
Ow, ow.
It's a grappling move.
I can hit you.
It makes it throws your balance off and everything.
Between that, or if you catch them in their hands and they know it, all of a sudden they hit sonic speed. What you got in your hand? And they quit. I'm like, how are you this? You just learned to walk last week. What is going on? I just trip off the agility because someone be pulling Spider-Man moves. I'm like, oh, look, you ain't gonna be dodging
and giggle. You ain't getting me now. So my God, they're fast. Oh my God. You see, Amy John said he's like, I lost piercings due to his kids and babies. Made your knees buckle and everything. He was like, I submit.
Ooh. I'm just imagining that. Just
hurts like hell. That one little arm kind of swings wild and pops you in the eye. Well, that's what stars look like. Jesus Christ.
Yo, babies be heavy-handed like Joe Jackson. Like I don't. Like why?
Don't you get the towels out the pool, Michael?
Times you gotta stop yourself when they hit you. Like, wait, okay, it's a child.
No, it's a
baby. It's a
child. No malice. He doesn't know what malice is.
8-month-old.
Like if you don't get back in, they pop you in the eye, pull your lip, and then take off running. It's a classic Three Stooges move. Oh man, what's going on, Geek by Heart?
Hey.
It's something else. So, without further ado, let's get into some geek news. I guess corny is a way of life because Michael B. Jordan just got his star on the Walk of Fame.
Respect.
Hey.
He's always been a star.
We'll talk about that for a little bit.
Ooh.
Good. Yeah, hey, congratulations.
Is it corny?
No.
He didn't call her out. She introduced it. She introduced it. He had a look on her. He had a look on his face like it's chambered. It's chambered.
Can we play the thing? I haven't actually seen the thing.
I don't have it, but
go on Instagram right now.
Yeah.
Go on Instagram right now.
It's all over Twitter. It's all over IG.
Yeah, all I can sit there and say the person they just will not sit and take the L. Just sit and take
and look
the
for
L.
the extended version where Jonathan Majors comes in right after that happens. That is.
You talk about stumbling over your words.
The
Your
Jay-Z look away. When he does the Jay-Z look away, it was like
it was the Jay-Z look away. It was just
he has that look at
I don't need my embarrassing moments to have a director's cut. Like that's...
And you kept filming.
The bad thing is, this was at his red carpet premiere.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming up. L'Oreal is one of the people that's doing the interviews, and she starts it off. I'm here with Michael B. Jordan, and we actually have a little bit of history.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't open that door,
right?
He just walked through it. You invited me, you know, and so and she was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, the corny kid, right? And she was like, I did not say that. He didn't say you did neither.
Mm-hmm.
You told on yourself twice. So then she goes on. She's at, by this time, you can tell she's like, I did not say that. It was out of context. Anyway,
we were just making fun of the name. What name?
You hear that transmission trying to get in reverse so fast, like
right.
I didn't. You can just hear it.
This is a great
screenshot. That's it. That's
the
one.
That's screenshot.
That's the one.
Do it.
And it's so bad. And it's so bad because she's trying to save face, but she's asking the right questions at this point, but she's trying to save face at the same time. And Jonathan Major steps in, because they're all walking down the red carpet. So, now you got two of the hottest actors in Hollywood right now in front of you. Both of them are considered sexiest men alive at this point. And now you're really stumbling over your words because first you said, which one is better, Superman or Superman? Or and they was like, yo, we don't do that. And she's like, I mean, Batman and Batman. I'm like, they just got you all messed up, sweetheart. I mean,
you cook, baby. They let you cook.
They let you cook.
They let you cook. Real, you well done.
And what's going on, Shakir?
Exactly. It should have just been a wish you well.
Yeah.
Like,
and so she tries. She continues asking questions and everything else. And the relationship between Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors is very, very much mirror image of Michael B. and Chadwick Boseman. It's very it's almost like, I'm sorry I left you, but I got somebody to kind of back you up now.
Or thank you for sending someone in his place.
So both going.
And so as the interview ends, she doubles down. He's still corny. So now it's this big debate. Some women are saying it's the corny dudes that treat you best. I said, let's rehash this. Why can't it just be good dudes? Like, because apparently when you said he was corny, all he was doing was he was getting his career, trying to get his career started. He passing out headshots. He trying to get his modeling career off the ground. He trying to get his acting career off the ground. My guy was focused.
You could damn near hear the Mike Jones playing right now.
Yeah.
You can damn near hear it. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm all on.
I would have been on you back then too, Michael.
I'm like,
it's fine.
I mean, he was just he was a little narrow something kid back then, but I mean, still he looks the same. He just had cornrows, but he still looked the same.
But that's her fault as a professional interviewer. It's like you got called out. Now say this is when you hit something like that, it should have been just like, you know what? I apologize. Much success. Thank you for your time. Exit gracefully with whatever else you got.
But
she could have took the L and just said, you know what? You're right. I apologize. Much success.
Yeah, it didn't. But the fact that you tried to double down on it to save face
makes it worse.
Look, Semantic Assassin is just like, I can't believe
you heard the whole thing.
Listen. Sorry. That was for every Blerd everywhere. Like he was doing that for us. Like
for real. Because he's a big weave, man. It's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And the fact that she went that route, and it's like, you double down.
But that's the thing a lot of people don't get is like, we're like elephants. If you treat us bad, we're going to remember. If you treat us good, we're going to remember. If you try to come at us like you forgot and we didn't, look, it's rules of engagement.
I'm sorry, but these chambers are meant.
Right. Once you open that door, that was it.
They was like, oh, he was petty. I'm like, and?
So
was
what? Is that what we're doing?
I won't really say that was petty. I was gonna stay and say so
because after he said the corny kid, right? But he left it at that. He left it at that.
Yo, my guy
went on with the conversation.
My guy stared at her from a Dutch angle the entire time. It was corny, right?
All right. That's how you feel. Oh, you gonna stick around?
And yet here you are at a movie I'm starring and directed in. Ain't that something?
That's what you gotta love. Where karma just brings the people in front of you that treat you bad, and they have to sit there and have to interview you, and you can't help but be just a little bit petty.
It's a little different.
I welcome the petty.
I welcome it as
it's not being corny. I don't know who's been calling him corny because I just never viewed him as corny. I'm just like, all right, the dude's good. He's a good actor. He's a great actor, actually. I never viewed him as corny. I'm like, what's corny about him?
I can't wait to stare at somebody at a 45-degree angle and undress them right then and there. It's amazing.
And then she tried to say they used to make fun of me. He used to make fun of me too because of how my skin tone was and how light skin I want. And then Joe Budden.
Are they making fun of you about that dry ass wig you got on too yet?
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan look like I'll make fun of you right now. What's up?
Sorry. I can roast you right now, baby. It's not hard. It's not hard.
And then Joe Budden, I don't know what Joe Budden gets in on the thing, and I'm like, Joe, what do you got to fucking do with it?
Joe needed material for his show. That's all that was.
Yeah. He starts talking about. He's like, don't make me bring up these white girls, and I'm like, what the fuck they got to do with anything?
I'm like, Joe, let's not bring up your hit and miss and rap, but we ain't talking about that either.
You chowing that you barking down on females yourself. What is the problem?
Constantly. He's done that shit. He's done it. And they didn't even anyway, let me stop before I get on.
I mean, love hip hop, don't forget.
Exactly. It's like, come on, dude. Like it's not corny that he had a clap back. Don't sit up there and tell me that if you were in the same position, that if you didn't say it, you damn sure was thinking it.
But it's always
he would have had security escort her out before he even got to that point in the reporter line.
Yeah, that I'll pull a Jeff Goldblum. How dare you speak to me? Ronald, this one.
I want the melting stick.
Ronald, get this peasant from my presence.
Yeah, I mean, he could have did that. It's like, we go back to the school. He's like, I'm sorry.
Huh? Now that would have been the extra cold line. Like, I don't remember you.
Right.
But you have a good day.
I remember somebody with your hair.
I'm glad you are where you are right now.
She's like, yeah, this is why the 45-degree angle is there. I'm trying to
the real petty one. I hope you have the day you deserve.
Cheers, bitch.
Now I know he talked about it afterwards, but then it was an afterthought. So, in other news, director David Sandberg of Shazam 2: Fury of the Gods says Shazam could still have a place. It could still have a place in the DCU, depending on how the movie performs. Now, I'm in agreement because the first one wasn't bad.
No,
it was what it was supposed to be. People like Zachary Levi. He's Chuck.
Keanu
it's
Reeves
funny,
adjacent.
Yeah, and it was light. It was funny. You can get away with that end credit with the Superman thing. You can get away with it. It could be considered. It could be considered safe because it doesn't. Other than that, it doesn't tie into anything. There's mentions, but there's no crossing over yet.
Do you think they might have filmed a Henry Cavill scene?
Probably.
They actually filmed. Was it? No, that was for Flash, and I believe was it?
Yeah, it was for Aquaman.
Yeah,
there was a cameo. There was a cameo for Aquaman too that has been cut out from it.
Yeah, so yeah, but I don't think they did anything for Shazam, so they can actually get away with it. I mean, like I said, the people come out, they see the film because they come out, see the film. It could save it.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, the age of Shazam still fits within Gunn's universe of what he wants to do.
Right.
So the whole thing with the kids and their ages, and it still fits with the Council of Wizards or the Council of Wizards storyline. So it still fits within that young DC Studios universe. So, and like you said, I mean, Shazam did okay. I mean, it did okay for it to warrant a sequel. Will it depend on Fury of the Gods? Will it continue? Possibly.
That's where the line draws at. Well, I'll go see the film. I mean,
I'm getting like cornball vibes from this movie, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like it's going to be really either hammy or it's going to be off. Like, I don't understand why Lucy Liu has not said a word in any of these trailers yet. She has not spoken. I don't. Something's off. I'm not getting the same vibe that I got from the first trailer from Shazam, which I was like, okay, I'll go see it. It looks like it might be okay. I'm not getting that same kind of vibe from this.
You're getting Mario movie vibes, aren't you?
Getting horror movie?
No, Mario.
It's Mario.
No, Mario. I'm absolutely. I actually changed my mind with the last trailer. I might actually go see the Mario movie.
It looks like it might do it justice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Consider it's a CGI animation, and it doesn't look like it's going to be like horrible. Yeah. You know, and.
But Jack Black is Bowser. That's going to be interesting.
Oh, Jack Black is anything.
As long as I get one musical number, it has to be one Tenacious D musical number as Bowser.
Oh God, yes.
Oh my fucking God. I will walk out the goddamn movie theater.
No. That's gonna be glorious.
No. I like Tenacious D, but no, not here.
It can be kid friendly and they can make it safe.
Listen.
Well, yeah, they do slide on the villains. They do slide on the villains in the DC universe. I think
Marvel be turfing shit all the
time. Their villains is better than what DC's been putting out.
Than DC's villains are pulling out right now.
I'm not going to refute that.
Other than Zod.
Yeah.
Who else they actually had?
Yeah, no, Zod was.
You robbed us of Deathstroke.
That's also true.
You robbed us of Deathstroke, so we'll never know what that was going to turn out to be.
You gave us You gave us Lex Luthor if he was needing male enhancement.
Wow. Damn.
That's about the best. Do you know what it is? Lex
Kill
Luthor
Kira.
Before, I'm sorry. You okay, Kira?
You broke her. You broke Kira.
I'm just saying, Lex Luthor like the before and after of a Cialis commercial. That's all I'm saying. I'm the only one that thought that in the movie theater. Like, did they finally get this man his pill after he got in jail?
Oh my God.
That's how them.
I don't like you.
That is how them. Them down there.
That be. I've been waiting for that at least once.
I don't want.
Brainiac?
I don't want
Brainiac. I want Brainiac.
We need. I'm tired of Lex. They gave us Zod, but damn it, can we get Brainiac?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Brainiac.
Who would you get though?
Not with what is his name? Not
needing male enhancement.
Not the old DCEU. Absolutely fucking not.
No, just
with James Gunn.
Yeah,
maybe.
You can do that as Superman. You can do that as Superman stories introducing Brainiac, because introducing Brainiac introduces 4 other possible villains. So there's the avenue for that.
Yeah.
Or more Brainiacs.
There's room for it.
I mean,
I kind of want to see Mixoplexic
done correctly, done correctly.
I mean, let's not forget, Brainiac, you do have the Authority, the Collective. You also have
it would be Peter Dinklage.
As the voice, I can see him as Brainiac. The voice of Brainiac.
Mixoplexic.
Mixoplexic. Oh, never mind. No, Mixoplexic will work. But I might get Tyron.
You saw with the bowler hat and everything.
Man. I might get Tyron Lannister vibes from that though.
It was. Just want him done right. You're right, John. He was so badly concluded in Smallville. You would like to see him done on the big screen. I would too. One good time at least.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hell, at least in the Snyderverse, you had his ship down there, and Brainiac is a construct of Krypton.
Yeah.
You know, so
Jeremy Irons.
I did not know that.
Ooh.
Jeremy Irons, that wouldn't be so bad.
As Brainiac?
Yeah.
The voice being the voice of Brainiac.
The voice being of Brainiac, yeah.
You want a CGI Brainiac?
I don't think you can really pull off Brainiac.
I mean, yeah, right. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of somebody else. Never mind.
I was gonna say I don't think you can pull Brainiac off even with today's special effects.
No. Oh,
between
not
as
to
the
that
voice,
accurate
as
level.
the voice between Jeremy Irons, what's his name? Murray Abraham, Mark Strong.
Yeah, Mark Strong would do it. Just because
because good Lord, they robbed us of Sinestro. Jesus Christ.
We could always sit there. Say it was an Elseworld and bring him in.
He was Sinestro.
Yes, he was, John.
Robbed us of Sinestro.
We could bring him in and just say it was an Elseworld story and just connect it.
And it's just the voice. It's not like you see his face.
Right. Because if it's going CGI-esque,
wasn't he also the villain in Shazam?
Was he?
Mark Strong? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Strong was, yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
I did not find you worthy.
Queen Jasmine, thank you for your presence.
Oh, Miss LaFleur.
House Halcyon. Before I get to this next piece of news, I don't have a visual up, but I will say this. Of all this drama that's been surrounding Hogwarts Legacy,
so much drama.
Leave it to our people.
I love it.
To say, you know what?
I am first in line.
Hogwarts is now a HBCU. Let's just do it.
Man.
Am you?
The one time we can honestly say, I'm sorry, not the one time. Of all the very rare times we can sit there and say as Black people, we came together under 4 different houses, and it has been so much freaking fun. We have come together.
It started out like a battle, but then we're just like, no, real talk.
We done came together.
We need this now.
I saw people like wait a minute, which house am I in? Which house am I in? I'm like, you know what? Let it happen.
Don't even matter.
This needs to happen. Just find the house that suits you.
I see you, fellow Griff. I see you.
Big Griff.
I mean, but you're right though. I love the fact of just that it started off. I forgot. I have to give credit to the person. I should have looked the TikTok name up. That did the Slytherin step dance.
Oh, there's a Slytherin step dance?
Yeah. That was the first one I saw.
There absolutely is a goddamn Slytherin step dance.
Yeah. I wish I knew her TikTok, because that's how I found it. Like when she sat there and said, here we're doing our step dance for Slytherin, and then Ravenclaw got into it, then Hufflepuff got into it, then Gryffindor got into it. Then you had the Maitre D halftime quiz show, and I'm just like,
I'm about to be on a TikTok run tonight, because good Lord, because I just seen like
thank you, Jasmine. Yes, they have whole step strolls. She is not kidding.
Like I just seen a TikTok video where it was the Latinos involved now.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, bring it, please bring it. And it was just like one was Slytherin,
y'all
one was Slytherin, one was Slytherin. Yeah, one was Slytherin, the other one was Gryffindor. But you know how a Latino barbecue go, and it was just like, no, it was a whole tailgate after that. It was just cool after that.
Someone had put in Wakandan, I forgot what it's called, Wakandan technological something. They tried to bring it as Wakanda entered the step show, and it was well done too, but I forgot the whole goddamn name. Because they sit there and said, what if Namor Jr. went to Wakanda and attended HBCU, and they had the guy from Jackson State doing the step show.
Wow.
I swear we know how to take something and flip it. I swear to God.
Wakanda Institute of Technology.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was something like that. But I was like, they're like the fellow school or something. Yeah. I love it. That's why I was like, and the thing about it is, it has spawned so many people to make cups and hats. And I was telling you guys in our chat, I'm waiting on my Gryffindor zipper pudding. That's what I want. I just want the Gryffindor zipper pudding. Whoever makes that 4XL, please.
Ham you is a whole vibe.
Right.
Ham you is a whole vibe. But what about ham you is a whole vibe?
Because everybody had their houses like just Hey, as long as you're Gryffindor, I got no issue.
I didn't see nothing wrong. Nothing. I was like, no matter what test I've taken, I've always ended up with Gryffindor. So I was fine with that. Like me, I'm Gryffindor. I find out Queen Jasmine Gryffindor. Hellspawn's Gryffindor. You know, so
go ahead, Slytherin in the corner. You ain't alone.
Not in the corner. I'm just chilling. I'm chilling in the back and waiting for y'all to finish.
That's how she chills in the corner when she was like,
Pinky's out.
I just want Kira to go, oh, that's cute.
I mean, it's precious. It's very, it's giving.
Exactly.
I need attention.
Hogwarts A&M. There it is. Hogwarts A&M University.
To get in Slytherin, you got to be able to say Potter, like, as racist as possible.
Potter.
Just man,
I love it. I love it. It came out of nowhere, and I was just like,
"We everywhere, baby. Don't worry. I
don't question it. I'm just like, oh, it's a thing."
But we needed it. We needed it. That's why you're exactly right, Chris. We needed that just to have that moment of everybody was like, we all just gonna join HBCU. We're just gonna take over Hogwarts. Peace in the land.
Peace
you see how that works?
Lasts for 1,000 years.
Y'all were arguing y'all were arguing ever since Hogwarts Legacy dropped. Y'all have been arguing because of J.K. Rowling. Y'all been arguing. It took us 3 days,
and it was almost like everybody was. It went from arguing about houses to everybody joining houses. I think they were trying to do. I forgot. Doggone it! I should have done my research.
I gotta find that post where they made all the professors. They were like all black actors and actresses. It's a post. It's an older post. Yeah, but people we know that we like. Yeah, we can see that. I kind
of hope this thing has a life of its own to where it shows up at a con. I want it to continue to where it takes over a con or becomes a con of its own.
New problem, Muggle with the hard LE.
Hey, listen, no BS. Every time they said Mudblood, I was like, hey, watch your motherfucking mouth.
That was a hard LE though. Every time they said it, I was like, y'all are imagining another word. I think
Muggle. I'm like, you said that with too much conviction, my guy. Right. What's wrong with you?
A little bit. I knew what you meant when you said it. You ain't have to say it that hard.
Right. like cinematic says, he was like, Mudblood. I'm like, hey.
But no, if I see that at a con, especially with a step show, that's all I need. That's all I need right there. Just to have that experience at a con.
Now that it's out in the air.
I mean, BlerdCon is only 5 months away. We could make something happen real quick.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a whole green dress on too. I'm a
bitch. And just like
less.
That.
Say
I kind of feel like Tom Hanks supports him. And like that.
Something is going to happen.
Let me get my robe. Let me get my robe for June. I'm like,
boy.
That's why I say but that is such an original idea, though, just to sit there and say, like, have a HAMU event or have a Hogwarts A&M somewhere or just something like that. That, again, you made, and some people actually got drawn into Harry Potter that way, actually, now I think about it, because some of them who have never looked at Harry Potter were like, wait a second.
Wait, Will, hold on. Lainey, are you coming to BlerdCon?
Oh, yeah, she's going to be there.
I think she said she's coming.
Pardon me, gentlemen. Bitch, we need to work this shit out today. Today, okay?
She snuck up on me last. She was dressed as Captain Marvel.
I don't care. I don't care. This is happening. This is my dream. I have a costume change.
This is my dream.
We are doing this today.
I can see my wife now. Why are you buying all these wands? We got a HAMU event in June. All right.
July.
Yeah, we got a HAMU July. We got a because
yeah, baby.
I just want to be able to see it televised, just like the HAMU houses are coming together.
Yes.
So I got my bow staff too. Oh, wait.
I got a green cape with a hood.
I just want to see the step show. I just want to imagine step show where just have the server snake just come up and just be like,
Pimp Cup of Fire? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Easy money. Easy money.
Now. We will now begin the house step show.
Ravenclaw, stepping stroll master. Let's get it. Who want what?
Oh, I see it happen. It just is growing.
First,
but you see, this is how. This is what's called seasoning. This is seasoning. Flavor.
Pardon me. I have
sitting up there, everybody walking in. I'm like, what is going on? You thought Orlando Jones coming in, being a band director was something.
Man.
This year.
And Cree Summer, baby, we could talk.
Again.
Quidditch dunk contest. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my God.
Who's got the Sika? He's got the Sika. I'm sorry.
He's got the snitch. He's got the snitch.
Oh yeah, that is. But yeah, it has been an absolute a whole vibe.
Mm-hmm.
If you were down, that brought you out your funk real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It did. I was just like, I remember seeing the AI thing when it was popping and people had did, and this was a couple months back when the AI thing was popping and somebody did something like that. Somehow
it got life. I think it got life as a step show. When they start doing those steps with it, and I'm like, oh, that's Slytherin. Okay, I can see the okay, cool. And Hufflepuff came through, and then the noobs came in for Gryffindor, and just I said, oh, this
is for real.
Let it cook. Let it cook.
Like we just like just whatever house I'm in. I don't think it matters,
Just let this creativity cook right now. Just add seasoning.
Right.
Add seasoning, let it cook.
Something else. Man. In the last bit of DC gun news, it's been rumored for quite a while now that Ben Affleck has been wanting to do a Batman movie. He's been wanting to do one, direct one, star in it, the whole nine. Well, now that we know the Snyderverse is pretty much non-existent at this point, but Gunn still wanted to keep him around. Now we know he's going to be in the Flash, but he still wanted to direct a Batman film. He has a story he's been trying to get out. He's been wanting this ever since he's premiered as Batman. He's been really wanting this. And the rumor now, what did Queen Jasmine say? It was the Slytherin house party for me, and the Ravenclaw's trying to study. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. But
sorry.
The rumor seems to be getting closer to reality that he just may be doing Batman Brave and Bold.
Okay.
I don't know what the story is that Ben Affleck's been trying to get out of him, but it's
yeah, well, that's the right face.
Yeah. Because he's been wanting to do this for a while. Like, I don't know what it is, what kind of story that Ben wants to tell. He did a very good Batman.
He knows how to direct a gritty feeling film. I don't know who. Everybody forget. You can direct whatever you want. Anybody. I don't want to say anybody can direct because that's not true.
Yeah.
You need to have the best fucking writers, and you need to have writers that know what their material. They know what the feeling is supposed to be. They know how it's supposed to begin, climax, and end. If he does not have somebody as a writer that says, "Nah, nigga, you can't cut this." Pardon me. Nah, you can't cut this out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I'll let him have it. I'll let him rock.
Let him cook.
You better make sure that what you're writing is being translated properly onto the screen.
I never want to discourage anyone.
I will.
I don't want to discourage.
This is her Slytherin talking. I'm just saying.
I don't want to discourage, but isn't this the same cat that did Geely, the Town, Reindeer Games, and another unforgettable movie?
Wait a minute. He didn't direct. He starred in.
He directed
the Town.
I thought he directed the Town. I thought he did.
Did he?
I can promise you did.
I'll look it up.
Yeah,
but no, the Town slander. I love the Town.
I was
gonna say I didn't.
I
was gonna say I didn't think it was bad. But we don't talk Geely.
I'm just, you know,
Geely wasn't his fault.
Yes, Lord Strife has ended the chat.
help me out here, Will. But it's just
I know they lied about them pine berries, Lord Strife. I know they.
Okay, so all right, so he directed The Town, he directed Argo, he's gonna direct the Michael Jordan,
the Michael Jordan story that nobody asked for. Yeah,
that absolutely no one asked for.
Mm-hmm.
He did Gone Baby Gone, Live by Night, and apparently I Killed My Lesbian Wife.
What?
So
yeah, me too.
That is a 1993 short comedy. It was only 16 minutes. I see why.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Let me read the full title because it's entertaining. I killed my lesbian wife, hung her on a meat hook, and now I have a 3-picture deal at Disney.
What?
That is the full name.
Okay, now I need to see that.
This is why I sit there and say my concern level is at DEFCON 2.
I mean, but the title.
Listen, as long as Jennifer Lopez
it's what brings you in.
Attached.
Exactly. He can do gritty. He can do gritty.
I don't want her start dropping like Instagram selfies like,
oh, you know,
I'm in a Poison Ivy costume. What could that mean?
You know, she got to. She got to.
So Lord Strife, I'm gonna have to tell this story about my guy, but you know, Lord Strife and Queen Jasmine, they are in the state together. They're finally together. They're not long distance anymore. And he got this thing, is called pine berries, but to us Northerners, they look like unripened strawberries. Now, apparently they're supposed to taste like pineapples. I don't know. And when he was so hot. He was so hot and disappointed. He was like, "What the hell?" So that's the conversation we having right now. He was like, when I said that, he was like, "Boy," when I said the pine berries, he was like, "That's a lie," and that's why he said it was a hate crime. So Queen Jasmine agrees with you, Black Spartan. I have to. He's good behind the camera.
He is. I do believe that to be a true statement.
Well, here's the thing: if he's going to direct a Batman movie, if it wasn't rumored to be Brave and the Bold, I wouldn't have no issue with it. But he could tell grittier stories. He could tell the Court of Owls. He could tell the Long Halloween. He could tell.
No, he can't touch. No. I need you to take that back. I need you to take that back right now. He cannot direct a Long Halloween. That is absolutely untrue. That is unsubstantiated. That is a desecration on the Batman lore. He cannot direct the Long Halloween. Ain't no way.
Okay. What about
T.I. expeditiously?
Yeah, I don't want to see him do Long Halloween.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying there's other darker stories. I mean, or do the Batman Who Laughs.
No. That's not his speed.
I would say Hush.
Maybe not his speed, but you know.
Hush, or I would even like to see him do White Knight. I think he could do White Knight.
White Knight's good.
It's dark, but it's not. But it's not hard. If that makes sense.
Noir would work.
Yeah.
I can see him doing Batman Noir, but I'm sorry. I love Ben Affleck as Batman. I don't see him good in the director's chair. I just.
Have you watched the movies that he's directed?
Yes, I've slept through most of them.
Okay, so then you have not watched the movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, watch The Town again. And
it's
the Town annoyed me, honestly.
What
was it? The accents?
Yes.
See, that's what it seems.
Yes, I fell asleep on The Town by the accents. The accents, I'm like, dude, you are not. No,
that's not.
That's how we sound in Boston.
You sound in Boston when you get your car, you get your ma, you go and you drive 5.
Going to the market.
Not everything sounds like wicked.
Get your car. Don't ask any questions.
You know. You don't get in your car and go to the harbor. It doesn't sound right.
Yep. That's the one. Yep.
Yeah, Martha was the Joker. Yep, that's White Knight.
So I'm willing to give it a shot. If James Gunn has been trying, if they're conversing, obviously they are, and they're going toe to toe with everything.
Sorry, Lainey just showed me her cosplay.
Oh shit!
I'm with you, sister. I'm with you.
Geek by Heart, you can't tease like that.
They got secrets.
I'm entertained thoroughly.
That's the
Good Lord,
Slytherin.
I'm running a tight ship here. No. So yeah, I'm open to it. I haven't seen a bad one. Well, I'll take that back. Rain Dinger Games was just it was just entertaining. But then again, it was early in the career as well. So
but you did well. I don't know. Him and Matt Damon written Good Will Hunting. He didn't
hell, even Lawrence Fishburne was on Pee-wee's Playhouse. Come on,
Yeah,
but he was the cowboy we never forgot.
As Larry.
He was the cowboy that was
Cowboy Curtis.
Cowboy Curtis lives on in our hearts.
Hey there, Pee-wee.
whether he wants it to or not.
Hey, either you're gonna be Cowboy Curtis, the Bowery King, or Morpheus. Either way, you're gonna remember something.
This is what it is. It's just what it is. Oh man, so that's what we have for some of the Blerd news. But yeah, that was pretty good. I mean, that's not bad. I'm good. I'm with it. It's just what it is.
My mind just waiting to see what they're gonna do at the next Black Con. I'm hoping something magical happens. That's right.
It's a Black Con, of course. It's gonna be.
I just need that magical moment to happen. I just want Kira to sit there and say, "See what you missed out on, Will."
You could have been here. You could have been one of us.
You missed it. So that was our Blerd news for today. So.
Yeah.
Ant-Man and Quantumania is what we are doing our review on tonight. First off, I'm gonna let the team go. I'm gonna let the team go, but as we like to call it, Kira likes to call it Marvel Studios Presents Time Daddy. I like it. I like to call it The Rise of Black Jesus. That's what I like to call it.
The origin of Time Daddy.
The origin of time.
At this point, Kira doesn't have rings. She just has gauntlets. At this point.
I have bracelets and a necklace. Choker. Wait,
she's working on the whole ensemble. It's a whole Met Gala kind of thing going on here.
Some earrings.
Like everything matches. Everything's together.
Ooh, a toe ring too. Ooh, maybe an ankle.
So we're going to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp. Here they are, Ant-Man, Wasp, and Stature.
I got a hot take for this one.
We'll start with Cinematic Assassin. You're our movie guy. Let's do it.
Sorry, I had a hot take. I had one very specific comment that got burned into my thought processes earlier today.
John says you're his Slytherin goddess. All right.
Take Cash App and Venmo only.
So Slytherin of you.
As we are all aware, male Americans and their proximity to blackness does not negate. It does not remove them from being racist. However, if you tell me that Janet Van Dyne was down there stuck with Kang and Bill Murray, and only one of them got the yams, might be a little racist.
Wait, didn't she and Kang get a little hoity-toity, didn't they?
She was down there for 30 years.
She was down there. She had needs.
They did not as explicitly make it clear like they did with Bill Murray through that 5 minutes of uncomfortableness.
I'm gonna put it to you this way: the way Bill Murray looked at her, the way Kang looked at her, that kind of tells you everything you want to know.
Kang hit them cheeks, baby. You can't tell me one way or the other. Them cheeks were collapsed.
Look, I believe it. I believe it, yo. I believe it, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
Bill Murray looked thirsty. Kang looked satisfied. Come on now.
Kang looked like just what his namesake is. It was a conquest.
Kang looked at him. Kang looked at Janet like, so you gonna make them breakfast? You gonna make that breakfast?
You cooking, right? I don't.
He said it without the K. Breakfast.
You gonna make that breakfast?
Said it just like that. Oh, okay, Jasmine. We'll catch you later. So we're gonna put them in order.
Okay.
1, I miss Luis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weak excuse they gave for that though.
You could have gave me an end credit with Luis. I'm sorry. I needed some Luis. So we'll say that. But what we'll start with is first off the numbers.
Okay.
All three Ant-Man films, their numbers are the same. Their numbers are the same. It performed as it should have performed. People were saying they did the second week drop and it was like a 69% drop. And I mean, who doesn't want to see a coked up grizzly bear? I'm just saying,
a cocaine
loosely
bear.
based off of a true story. Why wouldn't you want to see that?
That would explain.
I didn't know I wanted to see a coked up grizzly bear, but I want to go back and see another coked up grizzly bear.
I'm just saying. The trailer sold it. It was like, this is how you sell a funny and goofy movie.
It was funnier than the trailer.
Yeah, so it's just like it's not Paul Rudd's fault. It's just coked up bear. It's like
it's the Sharknado of the year.
Exactly.
That's so which what is.
But they were saying, "Oh, is this the end of the MCU?" No, it's not. It's not.
My thing is, why is it that
they better get their shit
it was number one for what? 2? It was number one in the box office for what? 2-3 weeks since its release.
Yeah.
Almost 3 weeks. Yeah.
You got defeated by a cocaine bear. It's not like you got defeated by the Barbie movie.
That. And then it's Paul Rudd, who actually hates Paul Rudd.
Right. That's just, I don't understand people like, well, it wasn't like No Way Home where he was number one for 8 weeks. Well, how would you know? You never left your mom's basement.
Yeah. They were saying all types of the critics. Number one, the critics were wrong.
Yeah.
The critics were wrong. It's everything it was supposed to be. There were wasted characters.
To say the least.
Hope was a wasted character. Yeah, Hope was a wasted character. I literally had to think back, like, what exactly did she do?
Cause all the mess.
Yeah,
she was just the catalyst. Is all really what she was.
Yeah,
and then Bill Murray's character was unneeded as well. It's just kind of unneeded.
It's filler.
I'm sure this won't be their last foray into the quantum verse. I'm sure of that, but. Well, maybe he plays a role. I don't think it's going to be a major role. I think it's just going to be a role like he had in this film. Just a toss away. It's a toss away character. It's a toss away NPC. He has a. It's not like Jeff Goldblum's character in Thor.
Yeah,
no,
it's nothing like that. Like he came on the scene. He was funny. He was charismatic. He was there.
Yeah.
And it stuck with you. Bill Murray's character was just kind of like,
I'm here for a check.
Pretty much. You basically gave us 10 minutes of dialogue and got a nice check for it. Bravo for you, but forgettable.
Right.
Yeah. His character was like, I'm here to make you uncomfortably think about my anatomy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jetty, you remember the times we had? You remember? I kind of feel like he's doing a Ghostbusters line.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, not Ghostbusters. Kingpin. He was pulling Kingpin lines.
Yeah,
like, you remember those times? We had fun times, right?
It was just so bad.
Was it member berries or some? Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So there was definitely some wasted character space. Now I don't dislike the character of the Wasp, but even in comics. She's really just more or less, she does design a lot of the Avengers outfits. She likes being that person, but they changed her character up obviously for the movie, like they do with most of the characters. And she's more of and me and Kira talked about it before. She's more like a Pepper Potts because she's always wanted to run Van Dyne Industries.
Yeah.
So now she's getting that, and she's allowing, and then she's also implementing PIM particle tech or PIM tech into various applications.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with that.
I think
that's her niche.
They could have expanded on that. They absolutely
could have
on that.
But they kind of made her take a step back in this movie. She wasn't as forward as she was in the second one. In the second one, she was definitely forward, but in this one, it felt more like she was in the background type of thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. How do you go from being in the front to where you were stepping into your own, you were basically becoming the second Wasp, and now it's almost like, okay, I have to go play support for Scott. And it's just
she's the person that understands quantum fucking physics, but you don't have her in the goddamn movie at all.
Yeah.
Until Scott is so deep in so deep in his own mess that she has to, like, what is it, Deus Ex Machina?
Yeah, she became clutch to him, because let's face it, both Ant-Man are clutch.
Yeah,
they are clutch.
But the whole thing
cinematic says
go ahead. Well, I'm sorry.
No, I had this conversation with my wife earlier, and we sort of came to the conclusion that low key Scott was not important to his own story.
Yeah.
Because daughter made the tunnel. Kang's beef was with Janet. And even Hank, he's the one that was doing the stupid crap with the ants that came out of nowhere to almost save the day at the end. And then like Scott was just there. He did a lot of stuff, but he wasn't actually necessary to the story, unfortunately. The most that he tied in was through MODOK. Which again, that effect was just very unsettling. I did not like it.
Yeah. However, unsettling, but
that just
unsettling. But let's face it, MODOK, despite he is a threat in comics, is just he looks goofy.
Yeah,
Tony Stark embodies Peter Parker when he's fighting MODOK. He's like, he's a threat. However,
I mean,
you can't get enough of big head jokes.
Big head, little arms.
I'm not saying that like MODOK itself doesn't look goofy. I'm saying like whatever they specifically did in my brain is just like they stretched his face too much. Like it was too much face in the window. It should have been like less face and more just like negative, just head.
It really should have been more. It really should have been more around. You're right. It should have been more squared and rounded, but it did look stretched. But low key, let's be honest about Hank. Was Hank Pym not the Rick in the Rick and Morty of this movie?
He was the Rick in the Rick and Morty in this.
I mean, it
without
was
like, without the drunkenness,
but everything else was. He was fascinated, like especially when the ants. It's like, wait a minute, these ants have basically lived for 2 millennia and became an advanced race. I wish look into this.
The nerd in him was more into it.
Yeah, it's like
because he had been down there before, but he was more in tune with finding my wife. I'm finding my wife.
Yeah.
And then there were so many rules that were broken. It's like, wait a minute, we can't travel to the quantum realm without a specialized helmet. Otherwise, it messes with your head. And we saw them literally travel without, three of them without suits.
Yeah.
So it's like, how does this not affect them being in the quantum realm that they're shrinking down to this incredible size? And then at the same time, it's like you said,
it may not affect Janet because she was down there.
Yeah, she was down there, so she's not affected. And that
Scott kept a suit on him. Hope kept a suit on him.
Yeah.
Cassie had one, but she didn't wear it right away.
Right.
So it's really her and Hank that would have been
affected.
Yeah.
Right.
But they weren't.
And it's going to be wild when they remember that Janet had superpowers.
Yeah.
They did that in the last movie and just sort of never addressed it.
Yeah, right.
She came out of there a quantum battery. What happened? Duracell didn't cut the check.
Let me help you, my child.
So I think
you are healed.
So I'm not saying this movie did not have its faults. It did. Me personally, I didn't have a problem with the special effects. I get it. You're in this stage right now, Marvel, where you are stretching your VX department. We know the secrets. Stretching them thin. You're pumping out a lot of content. So yeah, you're going to be stretching your team thin. That's what it is. However, I've seen worse.
But you're not.
But it's not an excuse.
But the worst is not that far away from what they did.
Well, that's the excuse they tried.
Like Astrid, that's bad. That was bad.
But the excuse they tried to give was that they were Some movies are more important. Yes, I'm picking a different word, Kira. Some movies remain more important, doggone it. Because I can't say the P word. Anyway, but no, like Wakanda Forever did get the lion's share of resources and text and artists and things of that nature. Yes, I cannot say prioritizing. Now I can finally say it.
I was gonna say you can't say the P word on most streaming platforms without getting demonetized. So yeah, please don't say the P word.
No, I was struggling with prioritizing like a kid with a mouthful of peanut butter just now. Like I could not say it until just now. I couldn't say prioritize. My tongue and my brain went left and right.
So
this has been Blerd's Eye View After Dark.
Haven't aired that one in a while. So we know there's some obviously some issues with the VFX, but not where it overshined the movie.
Right.
It did give me a Star Wars vibe. With all the different characters.
Where?
All the different characters.
I've heard
different
so many people say this. I did not feel that in this movie.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest.
There was a group of characters who did give you Jawa vibes.
I mean, if you think about the tavern, you think about Tavern and New Hope when they first go into the tavern and they're meeting certain people and then getting offered the drinks and stuff. That's where the vibe I got from that. The whole drink the ooze thing, and I was like, okay,
shout out to David.
You can dang near hear that tune while doing it, Will. You ain't lying. Shout
out to David Dastmalchian, who plays Verb, who was actually one of the people from the previous 2 Ant-Man films. He was one of the ex-con security guys. He was the one like Baba Yaga. He was that one.
Baba Yaga.
That's how they snuck him in?
That's how they got him in.
That's how he got him in.
I said it early in the season. Like, this dude has been in a lot of DC projects. He's been on The Flash. He's been in the Suicide Squad. He's been all over the place.
He's been everywhere. He's getting a check.
Yeah, he's definitely getting a check.
He can work. But Luis, though, I mean, I need Luis to come through. Like, hey Scott, what's been going on? And I just need to hear the bongo drums and go straight into the rant.
I need the Luis. That could have been my extra credits film. That could have been my extra credit.
I've been gone for 5 years. I think I was asleep, but I woke up, so I'm here now.
So what had happened was everybody has his voice. Everybody has his voice.
Because that's what made the first Ant-Man. The first Ant-Man was literally 20% him, but as it kind of got away from him, it kind of lost the quality because for Ant-Man, it had to be a certain theme behind it. It was always, for Ant-Man, it was always a heist. It was always him. It was always a fight. It was always a heist, always something to be stolen, something along those lines where it actually did use his powers in that way. And that was my fear as they went to the quantum realm / the microverse. It's like, you can't use that here. That same formula doesn't fit.
This is why Marvel need to bring back one-shots.
I was about to say,
damn.
Series of one-shots. Luis describes every Marvel movie. Just like as a pre-roll to give you like the lead up into whatever the film is, and then you watch the movie.
It's not a tie-in, it's just, this is a wrap-up.
Whatever.
This is what's been going on. You were probably wondering what happened to me for the past 5 years.
just make Luis a watcher. There you go. Make him a watcher and just tell the story.
Yeah,
that's all you need. Make him a watcher.
Even Joseph, all they had to do was have him show up during the dread sequence. Hey, Scotty, what you doing?
You're sitting there losing your mind, and you see Luis. It's like, what are you doing here? I guess I'm a part of your mind. Let's plug to something.
Like, man, there's a lot of you guys around here.
Just multiple Luises. Just.
Dear God, I can see the trolls now. The trolls now being pissed off about that.
What is it? The probability matrix.
Yeah.
That seemed like it was going to be a way bigger issue. It just sort of like. It just sort of happened.
It should have been a way bigger issue. There should have been some Scots that are like, no, if we stay down here, Cassie will be safe.
But that's the thing I didn't like.
Some shit like that.
If you're going to say probability, and me being a tech person, it's like, okay, if it's probability matrix, that means every possible decision has to exist in the same space. You can't say Schrodinger's cat and not give every freaking possibility. That's the part that bothered me. It's like you didn't have a negative Scott go, it's all your fault. You didn't have a positive Scott. Well, maybe he's doing his best. You didn't have an emotional Scott like, why are y'all yelling at me? You didn't have all that.
Somebody crying in a corner.
Yeah, you didn't have that.
In the Ant-Man soup, he's curled up. Like,
Just
I don't want to be here anymore.
See, that right there would have been perfect as a probability matrix versus this whole thing of all the Scotts banding together like ants.
Well, see, I think what it does is, I think it, and me and Kira did another show and we talked about this. They did keep with the theme that it's Cassie. It's all his focus is always on his daughter, and the relationship between him and his daughter, whether people recognize it or not, is like his daughter's always looked up to him.
Yeah,
she's always had this affection for her father. His thing was, am I being good enough of a father?
Yeah.
That was his issue. Am I being good enough? He didn't realize even that ride in the car was uncomfortable for him.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because she called him out. She was like, Dad, you used to save the world. What happened?
But
that was a good one.
She needed, okay, listen, look. Black mother time, okay? She needed to be slapped a little bit, just like not hard enough where it's marked her for life, but just hard enough for her to say, you need to come down just a little bit, bitch. Like, he actually saved the fucking universe. You need to relax. Know your place.
CPS level.
He did his whole job. He actually did the job, which is to save not the world, the universe.
The universe.
He did it. Relax. Sit
down. She got it. She did. She cut it. She got out of line.
Yeah,
I do agree.
But I think,
at the same time, she wasn't wrong, because it was like, Dad, there's still work to do.
My job is done. I think whatever y'all want to do from here on out, that's on you. I gave y'all the option to be in existence. I am done.
But that's the thing, though, is just that's where I think the story got lost. It was kind of like, Scott's living his life, he's doing all this stuff, and it's like Cassie's like, well, you forgot about fighting for the little guy and all this stuff. I'm like, are we really rehashing Ant-Man 1 right now?
Yeah.
Are we really doing that?
I mean, she's doing it, so.
But the whole
once again, she's always looked up to her father.
Yeah,
it's what he went to prison for. He went to prison for being Robin Hood, is what he did, cool. and where, like I said, his only issue is he disappeared for 5 years. He disappeared for not disappeared when he went to prison, but he went to prison for X amount of time. He disappeared for 5 years, being stuck in the quantum realm. He's missed his daughter's growth. He's missed these birth. So he's beating himself up.
Yeah.
He's really beating himself up. And now he's at a point, and you're right, Kira, he's at a point in his life where he has a best-selling book. People recognize him. He's making money. He's being seen. They know him as Ant-Man. Not Spider-Man. And
actually, I take that back. Right. I take that back. It's not rehashing Ant-Man. It's basically taking the story from Rocky 3.
No one saw that.
They don't talk about it. Get out my head, Kira. Jesus Christ, I was thinking about that today. I'm like, you know what? They never talk about Rocky 3. It's Rocky 1, 2, and then 4, and then they never think about 3.
It was good. It was 4. It was 5. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Which one
had that was the street fight one.
That was the street fight. 5 was a street fight. 3 was Clubber Lang.
Yeah.
Wait, 3 was who?
Clubber Lang.
Mr. T.
Okay.
Hitting you, Rock.
Okay.
There is no tomorrow. That's the line you remember. There is no tomorrow, Rock. There is no tomorrow.
That was that whole thing with Carl Weathers. Yeah. What the hell's wrong with you, Rock?
Come on, man. There is no tomorrow. There's like, look, even Joe said it. We don't talk about Rocky.
We don't talk about Rocky.
Right. We don't talk about Rocky 5. But here's the thing. It's not a bad film. It's not. It really is the springboard for Phase 5. People think, and I'm skipping ahead, but people think, oh, he killed Kang. No,
he didn't.
He didn't. He
put him in more jail.
He put him in more time jail. He put him in time jail, like probability jail.
Yeah.
So, and this
Quantum
is a theory
squared realm.
Yeah, right. And this is a theory I have. That's the Kang we're going to be dealing with later on down the line, because now he's in there with himself.
Right.
And all the
possibilities of Kangs.
Yeah.
The wrongs
so
the more wrongs and the more rights.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now he's really going to come
perfect Kang when he comes out.
Exactly. So that's a theory. I'm like, oh, you thought you know, and he's going to have a beeline.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Scott, he was like, he's going to come for him.
Stomp a mud hole.
But at the same time, he's probably going to say, I want to thank you, because if I had not been there, I wouldn't be who I am now. But now I have to kill you. You know?
Because I'm not going back.
Not that you freed me, Scott. You freed me, Scott. And I thank you.
What if whatever film is right before Kang Dynasty, whatever film, like they somehow shoehorn Ant-Man in, and Kang just sort of shows up and no words, just like Scott, done.
You know what? I can see that. But he's got to give a monologue. He's got to tell Scott exactly how he feels. He has to. It's like
no, he doesn't. He doesn't have to tell Scott anything. You know who he can tell? He can tell Cassie.
Not the Namor speech. Not the Namor speech from Wakanda Forever. Go sit there, just I killed your father. Now you can come avenge him when you're ready.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, honestly, that's how you start the Young Avengers, and that's how you make Cassie darker than she actually is. That girl is, first of all, that girl is soft. I did not appreciate her stealing,
right now.
using her.
I mean,
jump and tap.
Here, don't get me wrong. I can see your idea where Kang just comes up and you just see Scott go, "How are you?" and he just immediately just one shots him. Right
in the chest. Take out the heart, Kalima. Shock to I want it.
Not the Kalima.
But people will be back on Marvel like, oh, like no one's safe. You just going off Paul Rudd at the end of this movie, like he not Paul Rudd.
Oh no, I need them to do it at the beginning.
That would be the shocker, though.
I wanted immediate death.
Well, that's going to be a hard pill to swallow.
Tough titty. Get over it. Y'all wanted Marvel to go dark, right? Here we are.
Technically, they could, because before the Kang Dynasty is Nova, then Deadpool. So that could fit. Nova is still a part of it. So after Nova, it's the Avengers Kang Dynasty. So yeah, it could fit.
We'll see.
Murder that man.
So
put him dead in the ground.
So So we talked about Darren.
Pardon me.
Now, here's the thing about Darren. Cassie was right. He is being a dick. I'm like, look, the last time you seen this girl, she was 7. You were using her as a threat. Why do you want to kill her so badly? Like, it wasn't her fault that you ended up there.
Give her a Law and Order SCVU complex for a second.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, she had to call him out on it. He was like, Darren, just don't be a dick. It was
how old is Cassie supposed to be?
That's how she saved him. She's pretty.
She's like I don't even have any.
Became an Avenger.
Yeah,
I became an Avenger. Yeah.
Okay, that was funny. That was funny. That was funny because the look between Scott and Hope, because he wanted to correct him so bad, and she was just like, just let him have that. He's dying. Let him have it.
It was just funny the whole time. It's like, just don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Although it's still hard to explain, because they never did explain what happened to the Yellow Jacket suit. That's supposed
they really didn't, unless it was just inoperational, because it wasn't really that operational anyway.
To begin with. Right. Yeah. I mean, it still kept shrinking him to a certain point. So technically, it's supposed to put him out of existence.
He didn't know how to control that. So
right. But yet Kang was able to save the head.
Pause.
Fuck.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh that loud. I'm so sorry.
Pause. You got to be quicker than that.
I literally saw the subtitles, but I couldn't stop myself. The subtitles were in front of me.
So, Hank, who's more enthused about the world around him, which he's a scientist. Of course he would be. You know, this is kind of classic Hank, Reed Richards. This is their thing. They're science. They get sidetracked easily. So yeah, it would take him to figure it out. Like, you know what? They've been down here because obviously he's been paying attention ever since Endgame. You know, okay, if he was down there 5 minutes to us, but you were actually gone 5 years. So math is in his head.
Yeah.
You know, and he's figuring it out. So he's clutch. He came clutch. Ant-Mans are clutch. They're clutch. Every single time.
But can we just sit there and say it was really the ants that saved everybody?
It was.
The ants out of everybody. It's like the ants who have been tracked down there for millennia is the one who saved everybody.
Yeah, they figured it out. They fixed the ship. They figured it out because they had been down there. Let's face it, the ants by nature are smart. They work together. So for him to say, you know what, they've been down here so long, they've lived so long, they figured it out that they've surpassed everything.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a pill I can take. I don't mind that. You know, they came in clutch.
Bang would hang so hard though.
Oh, they listen to Hank. They listen to
generations. There wasn't like a revolutionary ant.
Yeah,
it was like, hey, that's our slave owner over there. Let's go whoop his ass.
You didn't expect them.
Oh, those are the black ants. Those are the black ants.
You shall not speak, colonizer.
Colonizer. We are part of the Wakanda delegation,
right?
In the quantum realm.
Like, who's gonna answer you? We are from the Wakanda.
We are the black ants of Wakanda.
We are the black ants from Wakanda.
Oh man,
but yeah, Hank came in clutch. He came in clutch. You know, at a time where they needed to overwhelm me, and that's what it took. You know, it wasn't enough of them as far as the rebel warriors and everywhere else that could press, that had to press. Because they were being occupied by Kang's army. Ants by nature fight in numbers. You ever seen them take out a murder hornet?
Yeah, it's not pretty.
Yeah. They just like
nightmares.
That's Crip blood action if there ever was one. They're like they taking in.
that is Nike Black Air Force energy with no remorse.
Is that Frieza?
Yeah. That's
let's keep it moving.
You just cannot unwatch that National Geographic. It was like a freaking wave. Just
he was like, "Oh no, he got one of us." No. The whole club.
Yeah. you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us, literally.
We don't do one-on-ones. We believe in underweapon force.
Shoot a fair one. What? No. So yeah, it did make me, other than Verb, who pulled a Groot move once he found out he had like all these holes, and I wasn't alone. I'm glad I wasn't alone, Kira. You said it too. I wasn't alone when he kept talking about holes, and he's like, "You have 7 holes," and I was just like, and at the same time, Scott got it. I was just like, "He's right."
Like everybody came together.
Yeah, it was just like, "Oh wait, he's right." I was like,
tracks.
2, 4, 6. He's right.
The numbers. It's bad if you're in a movie theater. Everybody's slowly counting.
It got quiet. It got so quiet.
From 4 to carried over to 2.
I mean, I guess that's technically 1 extra.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, that works.
I was just like 2, 4. Oh, he's right.
3.
Although they did do that, they did throw some obscure references in there, like when Hank was talking about, he tried to date and he said he remembered dating a woman named Linda. I was like, really? The night nurse?
Yeah.
You really try to throw that reference in there?
Not our Rosario Dawson.
Not the Rosario Dawson. No, not the Rosario Dawson.
There's an age gap there, sir.
Yeah. You ain't putting it down that well, Mr. Douglas. I'm pretty sure.
If anything, Janet was getting.
I was going to tell a very, very, very not kind joke.
Hey, I had to stop myself because I can only imagine the Kang being said more than.
Man, it
Yeah,
was
no, I
Kang
tucked
slang.
my lip in.
Krylar could never.
Letting Kang slang that thing, and man.
I can only imagine. How do you make grits cake?
Wow. Get out.
Well, you need to talk to my boy Thanos. He's the one. He was actually putting a pinch of salt, so he knew what he was doing.
A pinch. A whole pinch of something in that big ass pot. That annoyed my soul when I saw him do that. I'm not gonna lie, that chapped me just a little bit. Like, my guy, you big. Number one, you are big. But then you got this big ass pot and you doing. What are you doing?
Well, you know, he might have had some shrimp on the side that he was sauteing. We don't know. Because the Avengers came in and messed up his whole cooking. You know, we'll never know.
Cooking arm? Yeah.
He was in there minding his business.
His doctor said he got to watch the salt. His hypertension.
That's a big hand, though. That pinch of salt could have been at least that pinch of salt could have been half a cup for all we know.
Yeah, it could have been.
That's true. That was space salt.
In the universe.
That's that pink stuff. That's that.
the Himalayan.
The Himalayan stuff. That's. Like our pinch is like maybe a handful for him.
Yeah, you shaking it like dice in the pot. What are you talking about?
You go until the ancestor tells you to stop.
Right.
You go.
That's how you know. Like that,
my child.
That man was over there making how many grits? That was corn out there in that field.
Hey, I knew this world was doomed when they was making Thanos thirst traps. I just want to.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that.
I'm going to put myself.
Every day we stray a little farther away from God.
Yeah, somewhere he's up
from
there.
The kingdom by the moment. Just never should have gave you Negroes IG. Never should have gave you Negroes Photoshop.
Black Jesus, just. There we go.
I'm back. All right.
So
here we go. Don't know which way it's go. Okay.
The movie wasn't bad, like I said. It does have to think of none of them are perfect. None will be perfect. There's just definitely gonna be perfect moments, but none of them perfect.
Can I be controversial? I think this might be the last good Marvel movie that they have for a while.
You think? Well, how many movies they have this year?
A lot.
This year it's up to 7.
They have a lot.
I have to look because they keep moving there.
Because the dates get pushed back, but I think for Phase 5 this year, I think it's 7. I think it's 7 movies.
I know they have
a lot of mid movies coming down the pipe, and I'm not joking.
I gotta look at their list again because things been pushed back and moved around and stuff. So
review.
I know Marvels. I'm looking forward to Marvels, but that's because
technically Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the Marvels, Blade.
Blade this year? I thought Blade was next year. I know it's getting ready to film this year.
Yeah, no, it's not this year. There's no way. If they do, then that movie
they just got their director.
Yeah, my bad. That's my bad. I know Thunderbolts and Captain America: New World Order. So that's what 5
mid. I'm calling all of them mid. I'm calling them
even
now,
Guardians.
And I'm calling everybody mid. I don't care. I will say if I'm wrong. I will absolutely come on here and say, "Hey, yo, y'all gotta watch XYZ Thunderbolts."
I mean, at least Guardians is gonna be a tearjerker to me. I think he's gonna wipe slate clean.
I'm looking forward to that.
But it's the end of a franchise, so it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be very sad. It's gonna be emotional. What does it do for the storyline going forward?
It's gonna be new Guardians. I mean, like I said, I think
going to tease a new group. That's the thing. Is it going to tease a new group of Guardians? That's the question.
I'm not looking for what's this kid's name? The gold.
Warlock.
Adam Warlock.
He's giving me no life. He gives me no life. I am not afraid of him. I am not rooting for him.
He could be. Yeah, you're right, Will. He could be the tied.
He could be tied to Nova, but Nova's next year. Nova actually came out. Nova should have been Phase 5, but that's just me.
Oh no, not Inhumans. No.
Who said
they did announce Inhumans?
What?
No, not Inhumans.
They announced Inhumans.
Oh no. Oh my God.
Who announced?
Well, wait. Maybe they are doing right.
Who?
The other movie.
I know they announced the Eternals.
They announced the Eternals too, so they are making a sequel to the Eternals too.
But Inhumans
that's your mid.
Inhumans is well, actually, let me take it back. Inhumans is rumored. It's not confirmed. It's rumored.
Eternals. Okay.
Eternals is confirmed.
Okay. Get that sweet Harry Styles money.
Jeez.
Y'all can have it. Anyway,
there were standouts in there, but it wasn't who we think it was.
All right. So Phase 5 movies are Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, The Marvels, Captain America, Thunderbolts, Blade, and Deadpool 3. That's Deadpool 3.
That's going to be the one everybody's looking for.
That's the cash cow.
I can watch. For whatever reason in me, I do not count that as MCU yet. It's not hitting for. It's not.
Leave it to Ryan. He'll take care of that all. He'll put all your fears to rest.
I mean, now that he's a part of the Disney family, it's like I wonder if he'll still keep going with the joke. It's like, oh, all the X-Men now. Oh, that's right. We have a new daddy.
Yeah. They already said that this will be their first rated R. So
good. I hope
nothing changes.
I hope he takes the wheels off. I hope he gives
opposed to the previous
no lube. I want him to go in so bad.
I mean, 1 and 2,
shirt cocking it and everything.
I mean, they did. I mean, Colossus did F up Juggernaut. I'm just saying, he did F him up. This is how we do it back in Russia.
A whole
man
electrical line in your ass and in the pool. I'm like, yo, what?
And teenage Negasonic Warhead. Negasonic
Warhead? Is it Warhead? Yeah.
Yeah, teenage Negasonic Warhead. Hey, Nakomi. Hey, Wade. It's so cute because it's like
she was the best.
He's so nice. He's a dick.
Oh my god! So Ant-Man and Wasp. Hope wasted character. It was just she was just kind of there, there. More support than anything.
Catalyst.
Yeah, Catalyst. Yeah. Hank was clutch. Hank was clutch. Janet, I needed to know more.
Janet,
she hid a lot of shit, and I needed to know more. Like you were down there for 30 years.
Yeah,
there's got to be more.
There's a better story they could have fleshed out with. But they could have given them a movie.
That's what Will was talking about. Will's one shots. What happened with Janet when she was down in the quantum realm? There's your one shot.
I feel like they should have made this movie a Kang. They should have made this movie a Kang origin story and then done multiple origin stories for their villains. And I would have respected Marvel so much more if they had done it that way.
But they got.
I mean, you never know because he announced it after Loki. He was like, "Oh, I'm bringing a different version." And he's bringing different versions. Like the man, obviously, this man can act. We know that. We know that. That is not for discussion. We know this man. I say
that's where screenwriting comes into place. Because I was telling a friend of mine who went to go see. I said, just remember in the last episode of Loki, the first season of Loki, first season of Loki, where he sat there and said, he says, "Look, I'm the only thing holding them back. And if you thought I was bad, there's a reason why they keep on going back to it. If you thought I was bad, wait till you meet the rest of them. Lo and behold, the rest of them with the three big ones. Like, so he's dead.
Yeah.
So
we're getting Victor Timely in Loki season 2. So
yeah. So it's like it ties together, but. I mean, for all intents, Quantumania wasn't bad. It did have a lot of faults, but it was enjoyable. I will say that.
Yeah, it was very. All the Ant-Man films are enjoyable. They don't really show you. Not one of the Ant-Man films were more of a, oh, we're going to this deep dive adventure. No, it was just kind of like, here's a slight tie.
Yeah,
we're talking about this particular guy and him getting things getting his shit together and everything else and being clutch like he is, and that's the vibe I got from this one, and the fact that, and I do enjoy his relationship with his daughter, You know, especially after he was like, "You're big, I'm big, I'm big." You know, it was. Why do I need citrus?
That was
right?
so weird. Because you're both still very, very, very small.
Why
That
is this
pissed me off, and I don't know why.
The portions is off because you're in the quantum realm, but you're big, but you're
big.
But you're teeny.
So
all I gotta say is the next Ant-Man movie, it better have an overwhelming heap of Luis. It better have an overhelp. It better Luis better come in and be like, so you probably wondering what happened to me.
Luis.
So they didn't really have time to put me in, and then somewhere Deadpool pops in. He was like, "Yeah, they really didn't. We've been trying to get him in here for the longest time." I'm sorry, Luis. Go ahead with your story.
That would be so freaking perfect. That should be the Marvel intro right there. Just so you see it coming up. Yeah. So it's like, shh. I know what happened to you. Who are you? Oh, hi. Deadpool. Deadpool, we haven't met.
Maybe you don't mind. I'm here. You know, I talked to the director, so I'm here for a little while. But please continue with your story. So riveting. You know, it's just
that would be freaking perfect for the next Ant-Man movie. But that would be that if there was going to be something that it needs to have that. It has to have that. It has to have that tie-in. Deadpool needs to start popping up in movies. Maybe I'm sure
it's going to come when we definitely because it's not going to be like, oh, he should pop up in it. Like, no, it's going to be when we least expect it.
True. I would love for Luis to show up in the Deadpool movie.
Yes,
I can see that.
I would all my money.
Yo, bro, you got shot.
Yeah, because old boy not in it. The taxi driver, he's not going to be in it.
No, he's
actually playing the voice of Spider-Man India in Across the Spider-Verse. But
yay, Dopinder.
I mean, Dopinder. Well, you know, they still got to wrap up that whole cousin being in the trunk thing. So
his cousin's not around to speak about it, but
they got in that accident. He took off, so you know he's probably still on the run.
Wait, I got it. At a certain point in the movie, Luis starts narrating the Deadpool movie back to us.
And now I'm here for it.
And that was more meta joke. They have.
This is my movie.
Like Luis is like, and then there was this guy, and the camera starts panning. Then you hear, "My name is Barry Allen." Shut up, Brent. Wrong studio.
Studio.
That would be perfect.
I can hear him like, "No one likes you." We want the other one anyway, but that's a.
Oh, that'd be perfect. My name is Barry Allen. Hey, I am not convicted of any crime. Oops.
You piece of shit. Sorry, children.
That would be freaking perfect. But Disney won't. I mean, if Disney would do that, that would be funny as all get.
But that's what I'm saying. Those two now.
Yeah.
You know, especially Deadpool showing up when we least expect it. I mean, when we least expect it.
Mm-hmm.
And sidebar, I'm going on the record, Kevin Feige, if you happen to have this show come across your earlobes,
I nominate transgressions.
I nominate Janelle. I nominate Janelle Monáe to play Dazzler. That's all I'm saying.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
Let me go look.
Jubilee?
No, Dazzler.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, Dazzler. Okay, no, she can do Dazzler. I'm sorry, I'm thinking something.
I nominate
you already
Janelle
know
Monáe.
who they're gonna pick. Already know.
She's a songbird.
Mm-hmm.
She uses sound as a weapon, but she doesn't really fight on the X-Men. She's just an X-Men short term.
Pretty much. I can see that.
The way
Give us Janelle Monáe.
The way the Pumpkin Spice Mafia will rise up for Taylor Swift.
The Mayonated will never.
I like that one.
The Mayonated will never let you have that.
I like that.
Mayonated. You just keep giving me gold, Kira. You just keep giving me gold.
I like that one.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
She's here every Tuesday and Thursday, folks. Get your tickets.
Tip your waitress.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are we rating Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania? Lady Mandalore, we'll start with you.
7. 7.
Seven.
Easy.
Fair.
7. Easy 7.
Cinematic assassin.
6.
Oh, that didn't seem confident.
Where was Love and Thunder at? Where was Love and Thunder? Like a 3?
-2.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
I
That's
respect
There you go.
that.
That's
fair.
Thank
That's
you.
fair. That's
I
fair. That's fair.
appreciate you.
Tessa Thompson brings it up a couple notches, but that's only
Yeah,
in those
she got it
scenes
to
she's there.
-2.
She
It's not her fault. It's just
Not at all.
Elevated it.
she just makes it better when she shows up. That's what
Facts.
you're saying.
Factuals.
Keep by heart says 6.5. That's fair. 6.5, 7. That's fair. That's fair.
Can I put an asterisk next to my score?
Damn.
If Time Daddy wasn't in it, it would be a 3.
Yes.
If it wasn't for the Kang got the 7.
If they pick somebody else to be Kang,
Tyrese.
Negro, black man, I need you to go to bed. Take your melatonin and go to bed.
And
Absolutely not. Don't you?
I
know you're fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. You ain't never in your life.
All of it. All
Why do I
of
see? I couldn't take
Black
that
Jesus
franchise
looks down on
is
you.
ending.
I
Do
couldn't
not
see
put that in the universe.
Tyrese trying to talk
How
to
dare
Scott.
you.
I be seeing nothing but baby boy vibes from it.
Why?
I'll be sitting there seeing baby boy vibes. What you gonna do, Scott? What you gonna do?
She said, we'll go home, bro.
We'll go home, bro.
Immediately.
What more do you want from me?
Burlap sweater and everything.
He gonna sing the Coco theme song while he's stomping out Scott? How's that gonna go?
With all them big ass teeth. Janet! Janet!
I just can't
Why
see
are you
it.
doing this to me?
Y'all better stop.
Oh my god!
You
You better hope we never get him on this
You
show.
better
I remember watching y'all. Y'all was talking.
I'll be like,
Hey,
I'm sorry, Tyrese. Come on now.
Yeah. You remember?
I'll be sitting with a can of Pepsi. Like, yeah, Tyrese, I feel bad about that.
Hey, listen,
Sorry, sir.
The 45-degree angle.
I mean, everybody.
what was said?
The 45-degree angle.
Y'all ain't never gonna work in this town again. Y'all ain't never gonna
That's where he say like you. No, I'm kidding. So
That's a new Negro sign of distress. If I see somebody having a conversation, they like here, I'm like, hey, let's get our stuff together. Let's hit the back door.
When they start turning
like that's the new thing under for our folks. Is that look that
the
angle?
45-degree angle look.
That's a non-verbal. I'm gonna go to the trunk
with the shoulder, Kira. Really? With the shoulder?
Like this? Like that one? Those are the 45-degree angles. Those are these two right here. Those are the 45-degree angle. They got it. That's the thing. That's it.
I just don't need the booty warrior. I don't need the booty warrior angle. Just like, let me tell you something, Chris Handsome. I liked you and I want you. Is that?
Hey, yo, so when we had Carl Jones on the show, I really wanted to tell the story, but I was letting him cook. I had a friend that didn't realize like Fleece Johnson was a real person.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
And when I told him that Fleece got out, he was genuinely concerned for the general public.
I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
Oh my god! Like I remember they had it in the newspaper. They did like, yeah, Fleece
He
Johnson.
got out.
But I'm like, yo, Fleece Johnson out of jail.
What was that one dude? Hide your kids, hide your wives.
What's that? How that Dave Chappelle song go? Better not bring your kids. Oh my god!
Man.
So Will, you said you put it at what name? Between 1 and 10, you put it at where?
6, because you know I'm on Letterboxd, and I think I gave it a 3 out of 5. So on a scale of 10, I was like 6 is a nice solid spot.
Okay.
I'm a one day go ahead and rank all the Marvel movies on my Letterboxd, and when I come out with my definitive ranking, I'll come back. But I feel like 6 is right where it is
for now. How many?
Yeah,
How many you seen? How many times you seen it? Once, twice?
Just the once.
Just once. So it's obvious. Okay, let's put it like this. It's obviously can get more than one viewing. It can.
Yeah.
Replay
value is there.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, all Marvel movies are like this. You know, you first time around is kind of like the excitement of it all and everything else. And the second time is just like, all right, let me go in with a quote unquote fresh pair of eyes and see what once
the hoopla died down and the young biasism is gone, it's like, let me give this a fair shot.
Yeah,
I can see that.
So Black Spartan, what do you give it?
I guess I'm at everybody else. I'm giving it a 7.
Fair.
I'm going with the 7. It wasn't bad. It could have been better, but yeah, probably 7's probably the highest I can give it, just because there's some, like we talked about there was issues with it, but the replay value's there. And at the same time, it's gonna. A lot of people are gonna go back to this after Loki. Once the first episodes of Loki start,
yeah.
They're gonna go right back to Quantumania. So yeah, I give it a 7.
I'm saying the same 7. I'm giving it a 7, and I say the same because even like with Age of Ultron, it was at time the week, even though it made its $1 billion mark. I think 1.3. I want to say billion,
give or take.
Yeah. And it had a rewatch factor, but it was the lowest performing Avengers film at that time. However, people went back and watched it streaming again after WandaVision was released. It made them go back. So it has a rewatch factor. It definitely has a rewatch factor. It's, we all know, not just with Marvel films, but with films in general, it's really hard to meet that trilogy mark. I'm trying to think of a film franchise that hit that mark and was just like, you nailed it. You nailed it. Thor Dark World. Damn.
Ragnarok was probably going to be the closest.
Yeah, Ragnarok was the closest.
Aside of that one, the Spider-Man Home series, I guess, with that trilogy will probably eventually get there.
So yeah, you figured Homecoming.
With Homecoming, and then
No Way Home,
and then what was the second? Oh, Far From Home. Far From Home.
So Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home.
Yeah.
Okay, No Way Home is a high performing trilogy.
Wait, what, Will?
No, I was about to say, I think my brain went back to my home planet real quick. What were we trying to figure out?
The high, like what films other than Marvel that had trilogies
that hit
other franchises
mark
that were like, okay, this performed just as well, if not better, than the previous 2.
Toy Story.
Fair.
That is.
He's
fair.
not lying.
You're not wrong. I was like, I didn't think about Toy Story.
It's not lying.
The reason that came to my mind so fast is because I'm
Indiana
a bad person.
Jones too.
Yeah, I give it that.
Last
the first
Crusade.
3.
The Last Crusade. The
Last
Crusade. King Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom and The Last Crusade. Yeah,
Last
so
Crusade,
that's 3.
right.
Sorry, Will. I mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I was about to say my wife family is really big on The Godfather. And it's like between them, I think they're like Godfather or Godfather 2 is like the greatest. And like to be an a-hole one day, I was like, Toy Story is a better trilogy than The Godfather.
Dang.
Where's the lie?
He chose violence. And he had good ground to stand on.
Dang.
Oh, she was about to say Blerd trilogy. Trinity? No, she said I'm just joking. Okay.
Dang, you said Toy Story was a better stock than The Godfather.
It is.
Dang.
My mother will say that. It's true. It's true.
I don't
know because Godfather's up there.
I mean, but it's only the first two. The third one, nobody's. Yeah.
Nobody talks about.
The third one was trash.
So I hate.
If all three movies have to carry equal weight.
Yeah, then you're right. If you're talking all three movies, then yes, Toy Story would carry the whatever Godfather. I'll give you that.
Civil War. Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
Because they gave us several surprises in that one.
Yep.
Captain America, Avengers 2.5.
That's really what it was.
That's
really what it was.
Our first
they gave us Black Panther.
It's the MCU, which that little trailer when that popped up, I forgot when it popped up. Either it was during the NBA Finals or it was a Super Bowl trailer.
I know people shut their mouth for a good 2 weeks. I know that damn much.
Yeah.
They didn't release.
Shit.
We got Black Panther first appearance. We got Spider-Man's first appearance, and we got Giant Man.
Yeah.
So
although we saw Black Panther for the first time, it's like
we were locked in after that. After that, we were locked in. Like it was like, oh, and they got Spider-Man. Yeah. However,
in addition to,
it's like Spider-Man's cool, but sir, we saw somebody we've been wanting to see, and the suit did not disappoint.
Right. So it's very rare. I'm trying to think. Dark Knight Rises.
Remember in Civil War, there was a weird chemical reaction between some ring T'Challa was wearing and Bucky's arm.
Yeah.
They never got back to that.
They never explained it, considering the arm wasn't vibranium, and yet the ring was.
So what was the arm made of? Whatever the arm was made out of.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I guess
whatever that arm was made out of.
The Namor connection. The Russians found something.
That's the one shot. Beast explains all the shit they forgot about.
They really need to get back to one shots. I'm so serious. Like those were fun.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting if we're getting another season of What If, we can get some one shots.
Yeah, please.
Because we need to know why Bucky's arm acted the way it did. But immediately got shut down. So well, then again, it was a unibeam, but
we could just I need another one shot of Mantis and Drax. I need a one shot of them. Mantis and Drax Day Out. That's what it needs to be called.
Drax is not coming back.
I know. But I want it so bad because let's face it, we didn't expect that to be as good as it was.
But Deese is about to put on his Kingpin suit and go to DC. So he's about to put on his Lex Luthor suit and go to DC.
Something. He's putting on somebody's suit because he's ready. But yeah, I would have loved I love a Day Out with them.
The holiday special with them stalking Kevin Bacon is still funny to me.
Yeah, it's gold. It's gold.
Yeah.
Can I take a? Do you think that he could play? Oh my God, who's the doctor that figures out who Batman is?
Hugo Strange.
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did we talk about this? I feel like we talked about this.
It was mentioned before. Yep.
Okay.
Hugo Strange is a good pick. Yeah, I can't think.
No,
I can't think any strong trilogy film that really stands out.
Aside from the ones we already discussed, we covered Batman as far as the Dark Knight series by Christopher Nolan. I mean, you could
Dark Knight Rises.
I mean, all of them did do numbers.
They did very well.
Yeah,
it's just,
but the Dark Knight
wasn't the Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight was the crown jewel of the group.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get my card pulled if I don't say this out loud. Star Wars.
Ooh,
yeah,
nice.
Like, wait a minute. There's something. I'm forgetting something. Star Wars. There's something here.
Yes, I can agree. Wholeheartedly agree. Yeah. There's no other one.
True.
Until Deadpool 3 drops.
Right. That's gonna be. Hey, look,
Logan.
Logan was another one. Well,
is that a trilogy?
It's a trilogy.
I mean, X-Men Origins, Wolverine, the Wolverine.
But then again,
Logan.
That's cheating.
You say it wasn't a high bar anyway.
I mean, it wasn't really. I mean, after the Wolverine, the bar was Trinidad Low at its finest. You just do
But
one
Logan
good
still
arc,
is a
that was
good
it.
film.
I mean, Logan was a masterpiece. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, the Wolverine, the X-Men Origins. I'm just saying, it's
Problematic.
Very problematic.
Very.
Especially when it was the days of movies getting leaked.
Mm-hmm.
Piracy at its finest.
Yeah.
Imagine seeing that joint without the CGI.
And then you gave us a Deadpool that nobody asked for in that form.
Somebody was high as hell when they pitched that.
The fact that was Scott Adkins.
Yeah.
And not Ryan. It was Ryan Reynolds up close in certain scenes.
But Scott Adkins, as far as the
action scenes. Yeah.
How do you do the dude from Undisputed 2 and put him like that?
He literally pulled the church finger. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna see my way out of this."
Yeah,
that was not me. Oh man, so we're wrapping this one up. We gave it a good 4 out of us have voted Ant-Man Quantumania. It's just making more sense. Ant-Man and the Wasp and Quantumania. Solid 7. Will gives it a 6. Was it 6? Late Geek Bar Heart says 6.5, 6.5, 7.
Mid.
It's fair.
Mid.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
It's mid.
We've seen worse.
I need Kiera to get a mid stamp. Just every time she says mid, just
mid. I'm working on it now in my head. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, it's mid.
This movie's mid.
I think we're just come out nowhere. Just it's mid. It's almost in that French style where it's just instead of fin, it's just mid.
with the fancy writing.
Yes.
It's mid.
Fade to black mid, and then it just mid. Disappears. Oh my God. So we're heading out of here. Oh my God. So we're heading out of here. So we're gonna get our sign off going on. We'll start with Lady Mandalore.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you've enjoyed my fuckery thus far, let me tell you how I am off this damn show where I don't care if I'm monetized. You can find me on Instagram at Roomful of Blerds. I'm there 24/7. Whether I respond to you or not is up to my discretion. You can also find me on Fanbase, which is an app that is owned by the one and only Isaac Hayes. You can find me there at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I hold an audio chat room. It's fun. We talk about pop culture. We talk about whatever and happens to pop into my brain at that moment, whatever is the most topical topic of that day or week, year. And I also have a podcast, which I'm going to release tonight because I actually literally just finished it before I came on, called Child of Mandalore, where I talk about the history of the Mandalore just in time for the new season of The Mandalorian. Get into it. It's interesting.
It is. That was a fun one.
It is.
I am watching it after this.
I watched it. I watched
it
again
twice
after I get off here too.
It's really good.
Nice.
They are doing such great work over there.
I was not expecting this scene.
Oh, the beginning scene.
No. I mean that I wasn't expecting, but I was like, okay, that tracks. But then the whole pew, 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 pew.
This is why in Favreau and Filoni we trust.
Forever and ever, amen.
They're both on this. They're on the same coin. It's like one facing and then one finger. It's just like you can't go wrong.
It's
like
my Star Wars stepdaddies.
That's Star Wars stepdaddies. That's our space daddies. Oh my God!
And more.
I will get a dad. I will find a daddy no matter where I go.
You know what? I am going to find some gauntlets for you, and I'm just going to send them to you. Do with them what you will. That's all.
her why she emulates Hal Jordan.
Yeah. I'm going. That's gonna be my next mission in life. To find Kira some gauntlets. Do with them what you will.
Jeez.
You should recreate the Bill Russell picture. Just
right.
I need elegant hands. I need soft hands. Though.
Oh my God. Oh man. Tell them where they can find you, Cinematic Assassin.
Yes, I continue my social hiatus, but when I return, you can find me at Mayhem
When he
Media.
returns, it's over for you hoes, as Candy B would say. I'm sorry, go ahead.
MAYEHEM Media. If you really need me, you can call Fury, and he can hit me on the bat phone. Let's see.
The one. I am the one.
Hey man, I'm gonna switch up my sign out just a bit. Still mental health. Take it serious, please. Take a break when you need. Everything else will fall in line when due time comes. And remember, the things that you're actually passionate about, definitely do more of that in life. Lean into love, lean into laughter. Remember, life is too short. We're not going to make it out alive, so enjoy yourself while you're here.
There you go. And as he says, take that PTO. And what does PTO mean, Black Spartan?
As always, it means prepare the others.
There you go.
You always should prepare the others, Frank. I'm not saying Frank isn't somebody I know, but Frank prepare the others. But yes,
I was about to say, if your supervisor
that sounded real personal.
I check these names have been changed to protect the innocent. That being said, I am Black Spartan, also known as BlackBox447 on all socials. I usually post everything that I watch, that I read, that I play, and sometimes gym stuff because I'm trying to get into a shape, preferably in shape and not in the letter C like I've been for the last 10 years. But
he's trying to be bigger than Batista.
Yeah, I freaking wish.
No, my guy, no, relax.
You don't need to be that big.
That's a lot to carry.
No, that dude is cut. Now, when he was that's a big cut dude. But
yeah,
again, I digress.
Yes, sorry.
I just want to be in shape. That's all. I know I'm not gonna get down to a size. I'm not gonna get down to a 2X. Let's be honest. I got this. But anyway, aside from that, guys, I do have a couple podcasts of my own. I do have my current news political podcast called How the Frack We Got Here every Wednesday and Saturday on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Of course, I do have my video game podcast with my co-pilot, Joe Tonello, as he's been in the comments, called Gibbet Podcast every Friday on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I am also one of the column writers for the Blerd's Eye View website for wrestling. Why? Because wrestling is real and people are fake. Shout out to Mr. Kennedy for that one. Aside from that, guys, really and truly, because this is a new year and we still have, I don't want this moment of peace among our people to end. I'm not trying to make it very super serious.
I
just need that. I need that Warriors moment to not end where you can hear the "Can you dig it?" I need that to stay. I need that to stay. And I'm talking about the Hogwarts thing. But aside from that, the big thing I always say, I'm saying this year is that number one, there is no competition. You're not competing with anybody but yourself. We are all on different goals, different paths, different lines, which means we are successful at different points in time. The best thing you can do for somebody else when they make it or achieve it or get that ring or get that bag, get that check, say congratulations. It is
free.
Pretty much a dick move to be salty about something that happened for someone else and didn't happen for you. If you're appreciative, then your time will come as well. If you're simply doing the work, you give up and you keep it pushing. But for those that make it, we need to be more celebratory and less hating. So, aside from that, I root for everybody. I am pretty much a big ass cheerleader with locks. If you are doing well, I want to support you. I want to root for you. I want to share what you guys are doing. Will, Chris, and Kira can all sit there and say that I have shared them and other people, and I do it because why? I am rooting for all of you. I don't mean to sound like TD Jakes right now, but I am rooting for all of you.
The Potter's house.
Or Easter egg.
I don't want to sit there and get ready. I don't want to sit there and be like, get ready, get ready, church. I don't want to do that.
I'm more like Kira. I'm rooting for everybody black. I'm just doing this array energy all day, every day.
Yes.
Why? Because we love you.
Not the Mr. Rogers. Because not the Mr. Rogers send off. It's like, you know what? It was so nice of you to come by today. No, I don't. That doesn't. As much as I love Mr. Rogers, I'm not going to turn him into a serial killer. That being said, guys, the last rule that I have is just simply put, I'm a very social person. I love talking to everybody. I just have one rule. Don't be a dick. That's simply it. Aside from that,
don't be a bitch. I don't know where that came from. Oh my god!
Kind of like a snowfall moment. I'm like, dang, you're wrong.
Listening to some 1990s New York hip hop earlier today.
Uncle Jerome came out. Teach your man how to squabble.
That was the wrong nigga. No, I'm sorry. That was him downstairs. I didn't tell you to come up here yet. If you are watching, thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, the man on the wall, Chris Fury, with this amazing team over here. We're talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, or as we like to call it, the birth of Black Jesus. If you are watching us, it's your first time watching this, remember, go over to the IG channel, go to Blerd's Eye View, and it will show you the link tree in the bio. Make sure you click it because it's going to send you to this Facebook page. Pay attention, people. It's all caps and the words are together. That's the one you want on Facebook. Also, you can listen to us on Opulence Radio, past episodes and more. You can also watch us on Twitch, Blerd's Eye View 1, and the YouTube channel as well, Blerd's Eye View Podcast. You want to give us a shout out over there, drop a comment, leave your review. Every little bit helps, including hitting that subscription button and that notification bell so you can get all the alerts and new stuff that's getting dropped on there. Because guess what? We got more news coming. I just can't say nothing yet. Not yet. Ooh. Shh. Don't say nothing.
Wait, is that secret, Daddy?
But until then,
I got him. Yeah.
It don't take long. Oh my god. But we will be back Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. next week. We are shutting it down after we got 2 more episodes. We have the season finale is coming to a close, but you want to tune in Tuesday because we are doing our favorites. The fan cast. We're fan casting. Yeah. We are fan casting Batman Brave and the Bold. You want to tune in because you know how we do. And we're gonna cut up. But when we are not going the right way, it just does what it does. But you want to tune in for that. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank everybody once again. Like I do with every sign off. Remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. As Will said it, don't be a dick. As Cinematic Assassin said it, take that PTO, prepare the others. I'm just saying.
Right now,
I've been stroking my beard like I'm an actual villain because I am.
Just waiting on Carnivorous.
That's it. I got to get the whole thing. I got a whole. Wait, I got a glove. It's gonna be amazing.
Nice,
it's amazing script. I'm all of it. Until then. We will see you guys Tuesday. Go back, watch it. Go to the YouTube channel. Join up because we got stuff coming down the pipe and you don't want to miss it. Until then, we will see you guys later. We out of here.
Bye.